Welcome to your Pick a Card Tarot with Sky Sparrow. We're going to have some fun here, okay? So what I want you to do is just select whichever of these three crystals, whichever of these three piles you're most drawn to. You may want to pause the video so you can tune in, okay? But I'll explain that these are all pre-shuffled with intention for messages from your future self, okay? I actually don't even know what is underneath each of these piles. So I'm going to be walking us through what came through, and I will timestamp below. So if you have picked, I'll start with the Labradorite. If you've picked the Amethyst or Blue Sodalite, you can find the timestamp below, okay? So I'm excited. Hope you're excited too, because yeah, this is cool. All right, let's go with this Labradorite, one of my favorite stones, great for moving through transformation. Okay, times of changes. I did also pull oracle cards that we will, actually this one has 3, so we'll go through what came through on that after as well. So I'm going to line these up as I pulled them and walk us through the message we have for those who chose this beautiful Labradorite. Okay, so the advice from your future self, my friend. First, we have the 10 of Swords over the King of Pentacles. So your future self is saying here that you've gone through something very painful. It's been a very long and trying cycle of some kind. Maybe some things didn't even feel fair to you. Maybe it's left you feeling alone in some ways. The end of this cycle, however, has allowed you to become very strong and stable within yourself. It's helped you ground into yourself. And this is actually going to be helping you forward in your material realm, in manifesting what you want, to be able to provide for yourself and others. It's going to be assisting you in creating that a more of a stable pathway for you in the material world here, okay? So despite what is lost, despite what is the difficulties you've come through, it has carved out a stronger path for you, and even within. Okay, so the next message, there's 3 that have come through, is the Moon card over the 9 of Wands. Your future self is saying to you, don't give up, keep going. You know, you're almost there. And I know you don't see everything clearly right now. And there may be things that gnaw at you kind of in the background of your mind. Things from the past even, and you're trying to you're just trying to navigate your way forward. And your future self is saying that the way will be made clear. Sometimes it's like being that sense of being blindfolded, one step in front of the other. But the way will be made clear, and to not give up. Okay, and then the last message we have here before we get to the oracle cards is the Wheel of Fortune over the Knight of Pentacles. Now, I did feel to channel the message earlier that it's leading you to somewhere with more stability. And like I said, I haven't even seen these cards until I just turned them over. But things are moving in your favor, and definitely, most definitely in the financial aspects. The Wheel of Fortune is destined for you. It's fated, and it's what I like to see this card as is like energies are, moving in the background for you. Things are being worked out for you in the background so that, your way can be made more smooth. And with this Knight of Pentacles, your future self is saying to have some patience with the progress, with the process. Interesting, I said progress because I see progress here, but have patience with the process, and to, have, if you're taking on a methodical approach to things, right? Kind of like building on every day is building on the next day, right? With a routine is really going to assist in flowing forward. Okay. So Don't give up. Things are moving in your favor, moving out of something painful. Let's see what we had with your oracle cards. Okay, so as you're moving into the future, whatever it is that you're working on in your life and creating, being methodical about, is act as if. Act as if. So even if you feel like you're not quite there yet, you can always act as if, like that chameleon spirit here, okay? Yes, it's like bringing it into being. And then we have the deer spirit, bring a gentle touch. And the way I like to interpret this, or I feel to interpret this for you here, my friend, bring a gentle touch is really to be compassionate with yourself. I do feel like what you've come through has had a lot of pain in the past. So, you know, bringing gentleness and compassion to yourself with the deer spirit. And lastly, flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. I can see it, chapters closed out. I can see you're being moved somewhere else. You know, it's like this divide. And in the between is the unknown. It's the moon. What a perfect card. It's like embrace this in between. Act as if. Trust things are working out for you in the background. Oof, I got chills on that one. Oh, I love it. Okay, well, thank you for tuning in. This was so much fun. I'll be moving on to the amethyst now. All right, let me get this set up. Here we go. Okay, so my friends, we are going to dive into this pile for the amethyst group. Whoever had felt drawn to this. Now, I will reiterate that I do not even know what cards are underneath here. I'm going to go ahead and then we're going to finish with, looks like you got 3 oracle cards here that we'll go through after. So I'm just going to lay these out as they came up, as I had shuffled them out, okay? I know there was 2 and 1 base card, so here we go. So there's kind of 3 separate messages we're going to walk through. So let's begin. Message from your higher self, your best guidance here from your higher self. So we have is your higher self is reiterating that you're moving away from some chaos. You're moving into calmer waters now, but oh my gosh, things might have felt like they were moving slowly for you, but wow, things are going to pick up speed, okay? And so they're saying that there is a particular relationship in your life with this 2 of Cups, whether this is a soulmate romantic partner or even a business partner you really jive with, could be like entrepreneurial, could be a soulmate in the form of a friend or a family. Either way, there is someone here that you're to kind of lock arms with that is really going to help you on your path forward. Definitely feeling that with that 6 of Swords underneath. See, this is you here being assisted by someone to be moved out of chaos. And like I said, with that Chariot, things are moving fast for you, okay? And in fact, for those of you who maybe are, just a side note, for anybody who's in a new love relationship, it's going to progress quickly as well, as just another aside. Now, the second message coming through here, we have, wow, 10 of Swords with 2 of Pentacles, okay, and the Queen of Cups on the bottom. Wow, your higher self is saying like, oh my goodness, like you have so much love to give. You have so much love and compassion for others. Your higher self saying, your future self is saying it's a really beautiful thing, despite everything that you've been through. And in fact, I feel like the message is what the painful past has come to a close or is coming to a close with this 10 of Swords. It has acted as a reinforcement of who you really are and what you really stand for. And it's beautiful. That's what I'm seeing. It's beautiful. Now, this end of a closing of a long, painful cycle with the 10 of Swords is coming out with this 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm feeling like your future soul is saying to use that anchoring into your heart space, use that anchoring of self to kind of anchor you into your present moment. Wow, that's so, like, that just resonated so loud for me. Anchoring through the heart into the present moment will assist you in moving through the closing of this cycle, because you can see there's a sense of overwhelm. So there's like this empathy coming through that you might be juggling a lot right now. And to not second guess yourself, right? When things fall out of our lives, it's like there's a surrender, especially when we go back to our truth and our knowing. I keep going back to that heart space with this Queen of Cups. So it's really, you know, not second guessing yourself. Yeah. And holding that love and compassion for yourself as much as you do for others. And our third message coming through, well, I love this because we have the Justice card that's coming out of this painful, hard time of heartache. You can see heartache, heart healing. But the Justice card next to it is saying that things are happening in your favor. They will be working out in your favor moving forward, and the scales are going to balance. If there's any injustice, is there anything that was done to you? You know, sometimes I read this as well as stabbed in the back. If any of you have been through anything that wasn't just, it's going to be made right. And underneath here, I'm seeing a King of Wands. Now, with that Justice card, I feel to say there is it could be a fire sign that actually will show up in your world. It does not have to be a male or female, not gender specific, but a masculine fiery energy. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, but a passionate person who can assist you as well on getting very focused in your vision here. As I'm looking at this King of Wands underneath this Justice and heart healing, I feel like there's an assistance, could very well be the same person that I was channeling from the Two of Cups earlier. As well, a dual message I'm feeling to say as well is that focusing on the things that bring you joy. Your future self wants you to anchor into those passions of yours. Allow yourself to get excited about things that make you excited, right? So you can kind of take on a new vision, a new perspective. As I can see, you're already being assisted. You're anchoring into yourself. Now they're like, what do you want? What do you like? What do you know, what lights you up? Like, set your visions forward, and it's also going to assist you through this time of heart healing and integration. Beautiful. Okay, my friends, let's see what we had for the oracle cards for the Amethyst group. We have this Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. Okay, Two of Cups. I mean, what can I say? It's beautiful, loving support around you. That's what I'll say, okay, with that Nightingale Spirit. Also, we have Seahorse Spirit. Watch and wait. Ooh, watch and wait. Well, a cycle has closed out. And there's justice coming in for you. So it's like Spirit saying, like, just you wait and see. Good things are coming around the corner. Horse Spirit, here we go. Freedom is yours. Freedom is yours. Yes, as you move away from those more chaotic times, the Chariot is moving forward quickly at a fast pace. This Chariot without any reins. It is that sense of freedom there as well. I was just drawn to that. So freedom is yours with that Horse Spirit. Okay, my friends, this was so much fun. Thank you for joining me for this. I will be moving on to our Blue Sodalite group. All right, so let's go into that. This is super fun. I'm going to set up for our next crystal here. It's beautiful. It's a new one for me. Those of you who picked Blue Sodalite, this is a new crystal here in my crystal family. All right, so I will just repeat for those who chose the Blue Sodalite. I have not yet seen what these cards are. I did pre-shuffle them. I will lay them out as I saw them come out. I have them in order. And then we have an oracle card to finish. All right, so allow me to set this up. There will be 3 different piles. I know I'm laying it this way, but we're going to work this way. 3 different messages, okay, that we're going to draw off of. So what is the best advice and guidance from your future self? Well, okay, we're going to start here with the Hierophant over the Queen of Cups. So I can see that you've been through a big leveling up is what I just heard. A big leveling up in your life. You've gone through something that has allowed you to spiritually evolve. And And I have a feeling those watching know that very deeply. They're like, yep, I have. The Queen of Cups is this indication of being very heart-centered, and having a lot of love to give from the point at where you're at right now. Whatever it is that's led you to this point in your life, right to this reading, I'm seeing you much more grounded into your true essence, which is your heart space. And from that, I feel as well, you're going to be serving as a wonderful example to others as well, who are maybe not quite as far along on their path. You're going to be able to help bring healing to others. It's literally the words that are wanting to come out, to help mentor them in some way. And sometimes, through the things that we go through in our lives, we can then help other people, so it could be a bit of that coming through. But the next message we have here is the High Priestess over the Tower. So best guidance from your future self is saying, listen, I know that there have been some very abrupt and uncomfortable shifts and changes happen. When these things happen, even moving forward, because we all go through them from time to time, know that this is happening for you. Okay, it's a little bit trite of a saying, happening for you, not to you, but that's what's coming through. And to trust that with the High Priestess, knowing that whatever comes your way, it's actually to create a more fertile soil to manifest from. It's a more stable ground to build upon. This is, when these shifts and shakeups happen in our lives, Spirit's allowing this to happen so that, we can be better prepared for our future. And oftentimes it actually can be a protection as well. But with this High Priestess, your higher self and future self, synonymous, is saying here to really anchor into that intuitive knowing, okay, the seeing beyond the physical. Not taking things at face value, but really trusting, once again, trusting your heart space, right? Okay, I love that. The third message here we have is the Strength, Seven of Cups over our King of Wands card. Okay, so this is all about going for things, like setting your sights on and, charging towards things in your life that you have true passion for. And there might be, this is a card of illusion, confusion. Which path do I take? Which way do I go? That might require some strength, some inner grit. Okay. I feel like literally the theme here for whoever chose this blue sodalite, you have a higher calling, like you have a calling. And oftentimes, as a leader, going through a lot of these changes, and you're, I'm gonna get that train of thought. As a leader who's gone through all of these changes, you're here to kind of lead the way, to show the way, pave the way for others. And it's about, we might meet more challenges than you might feel like you're meeting more challenges than other people, but it's because you have a higher purpose and calling. Okay, it finally came out. Thank you for your patience. But yes, requiring some grit, some strength, and underneath with this King of Wands is really asking you to, and encouraging you to really drop into, like I said, those things that you're passionate about, so you can kind of set your sights on what fuels your fire, what brings you life, what are those things that you love to do, and to stand in your power and know that you are a leader. It's really coming through strong for whatever reason in this reading, that know that you are strong, that you are able to, people respect you. You're able to ask for others for help. So the Strength card, I'm just taking a look. You might have going into the future, your future self saying there might be various options. But I'm tying all of this together is that you are going to know. And look at all the blue on this card. You are going to know, and to not be... Don't be afraid to advocate for yourself and really make it known. This fire sign, he will definitely speak up for sure. and action himself forward. So yeah, I just feel like this group here who chose this, your people got grit, my friends. So I am cheering you on in your journey. And we have what oracle card? The cat spirit. Claim your independence. That's interesting with that King of Wands energy. It is kind of this strong independent energy. Claim your independence. I will let that land how it is supposed to land for you. Thank you for joining me on this pick a pile. So much fun. I will close this off here. You can check out any of your zodiac signs here on the channel, sun, moon, rising, and otherwise we'll see you on the next video.